Hey, what's up, y'all? It's Tellers here, back with another Saturday Randomness episode of Straight Talk Uncut. And I'm out on the grind again today, picking up stuff for this home improvement project. We just trying to reorganize and get our house situated as the family. Well, the family as in number is done growing, but my kids are getting older now. My oldest daughter, she's 18. It's her last year of high school, and so we got to figure out how long she's gonna be there, and then expand rooms. It's just a lot of stuff. So we're going to pick up new furniture. I've been building shelves to make better use of some of the space in our home. It's just kind of like dead space. Like our main room, like our main family room is like, I forget how tall the ceilings are, 16 feet or something. We have two rooms in the house that is like it's a two-story through space, so it's just dead space. In one of the rooms we're gonna build another room, because one of our neighbors did that. He pretty much had a similar model of home, and he turned one space into a loft. So we're going to do something like that. We have a contractor who we're going to get an estimate on, seeing how much that costs. And so, but for the time being, we just been doing stuff that we can do on our own, like building shelves, just making use of spaces. I've been doing more testing with these cameras. I picked up another camera, and I'm not sure. I shot a video with it, but I'm not sure if I posted it. So I'm just gonna talk about it again. So I picked up a used Nikon Coolpix S9900. Awesome little compact camera with a fully articulating screen. Is one of the few cameras that you're going to find, few pocket size compact, I don't know if it's pocket size, but compact cameras that you're going to find with that articulating screen. It shoots in 30p. It doesn't have a microphone input. Good little camera. I shot yesterday's. If you watch Friday Fitness episode, I shot that episode with 3 different cameras. I shot it with the Sony CX330, I shot it with the LG V10, and I shot it with the that new Nikon. There's pluses and minuses to all of them, and I think I'm going to keep all of them and just use them for different purposes. So one thing I want one camera to be stable, to be static, just in the booth, in my recording booth. But the one that I picked for that, the Sony CX330, the thing about it is it records in that AVCHD. Is that the mode? AVCHD. So it cuts the files. It splits the files at like 10 minutes, I think. So it splits the files in half. The bad thing about that is, that wouldn't be a big of a deal. You just take them into your editing software and put them together, but it deletes data on the ends and front of each file. So it's just weird. Now there is a software that Sony has called Play Memories or something like that, that's supposed to fix that. But the thing about it, it only works if you connect the camera to your computer through the USB. My whole purpose was to just leave that camera static and to just remove the SD card. So, and I may do a full side-by-side comparison of all 3 cameras and tell you guys the pluses and minuses of all 3. Now, I'm not doing this as a tech review. I'm sharing this so people who are thinking about starting a YouTube channel, thinking they need a lot of equipment or a lot of expensive equipment. That's all I'm doing. I'm not doing trying to be a tech reviewer or anything. I'm just sharing my experience. Right now I'm shooting with the LG V10 with the rear facing camera, and I've been trying to do that to see if I can get better quality than, well, I know I can get better quality than the front facing. It's just the whole framing thing. You can't see yourself, like you don't know if the recording stopped due to the battery or due to the camera overheating, stuff like that. I mean, that's really the reason why you want to be able to see the screens. For that purpose, it's not just so you can see your face. Okay, so now I'm shooting with the front-facing camera on the LG V10, just so you guys can see the difference. And I'm going to try to get away from the sun because the sensor is pretty good on this thing. So see how it goes in and out? I mean, that's why smartphones are killing the compact camera market. The biggest thing you get from a compact camera is the form factor. You don't have to add anything. Like right here, I have a little doodad. I don't know what it's called, but it's a little mount, so I can just have something to hold it with. And also, if I needed to mount a flash, it has a cold shoe on it, and it can accommodate a range of sizes. But my thing is, I want a few different options for various reasons, because there's been times where I wanted to shoot and then the battery on this LG V10 is dead, or my Note 5, the space, I don't have any more space because you can't upgrade the space. There's no SD card slot. So, but I think I'm going to do an overview of all the different cameras and smartphones I have that I shoot with, and none of them which are, well, in a quarter mile, continue straight to stay on East Woodman I think Road. The most expensive one I have is probably the Note 5. Maybe the LG V10 also, but the Note 5 is probably the most expensive. That I paid for. Put it like that. That you can buy used right now. The Note 5 is probably the biggest expense if you were buying them used, because they're still running like $200 and $300. You can do a lot. You can do a lot with a few years old gear. You can probably get away with going back probably 6 or 7 years, because there was a camera I was going to get. It was the Nikon J1, $50. I saw it for $50 on Facebook, but I ended up getting that the Nikon S9900. That thing was $50. I could have bought it for, with the lens, with the kit lens, and I look back on what they were causing new. I think it was like anywhere from $500 to $800 when they first came out back in, I think, 2012, 2013. So yeah, man. If you're on a budget, if you're not, like, if you're just doing it for YouTube, you don't need a lot. Like right now, I don't even know what format I'm shooting in. I don't even consider that. I do, but once I'm shooting, I'm shooting. Like, again, when I started this thing back up, I wanted to just start shooting. I didn't want to worry about all the SEO and all that. I just wanted to get the content out. I just wanted to start building the content and go for volume, because if nothing else, I've completed the video. If I need to go back in SEO and add in descriptions, I can do that later. I can go back and do that, But if you're worrying about that before you even get the video done, why? You still got to complete the video. You can do all the SEO and descriptions and that stuff you want to, but if you don't have a video, what's the point? And that came from learning. That didn't just come from me just automatically thinking that. That came from me trying it before, trying to have everything perfect at the start before, but then not having a lot of videos up, having like 3 videos up. But the SEO is perfect, the descriptions are perfect, all the links are perfect, but what about your video? You got 3 videos. So that's the standpoint I'm going for now, because you have to think about, when you're creating content, you have to look at it like this. you can look at it as you're showing your skills of being able to create consistent content. That may benefit you in the long run. Say someone was looking for someone who knows how to put out videos fast. Well, you can prove that. You may not know how to do SEO, but you can prove that you can shoot, produce a video, and get it online in a short amount of time. I've seen people who've gotten gigs simply based on their ability to be able to do something good, one thing good. Not necessarily having the most subscribers, not necessarily having the most views, but being able to do something efficiently. Take podcasting, for instance. I know people, well, not personally, no. I know of podcasting channels where they've gone on to work for big news outlets or other big podcasts for the simple fact, not based on their amount of subscribers, but based on their ability to be able to produce their podcasts and to have decent sound, decent production skills and things like that, because sometimes that's what matters. Not this pristine production value, quality, but content. So that's when I say, you know what, I'm just going to build a library of content and let the chips fall wherever. Because again, I can go back and optimize all of those videos. All of my videos I'm putting up, I can, whenever I want to, I can take a break and go back and optimize. So I'm not looking at it just like, oh, would I love to have 3 million subscribers? Of course, who wouldn't? But if you know that's not the way, that's not your most efficient way. Some people that stuff just falls in. They have the Instagram accounts, they have the Twitter accounts, they have the Facebook accounts, and there's nothing for them to just shoot a video and blast it to all their followings on whatever different platforms. For me, that's not the case. Like, subscribe, comment. GoodFunShirts.com. You'll see the link down below. I think that's it, man. Like I always say, I don't know a lot, but what I do know, I talk straight about. This has been Straight Talk Uncut. Thank you guys for listening. Talk to you in the next episode.